what's going on? So today it's a little different, especially with me holding the camera and everything, but today I just wanted to pop in and give you all an update on the patio. So if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I am doing a DIY patio all by myself. I haven't asked David to help because he's been working 7 days a week, and this process has been a learning experience through and through. I know a few of you want to know how it's going because you're interested in doing it for yourself. So I just wanted to check in and let you guys know some updates about what I've learned throughout this process so that when you go to start your projects or this project in general, you can kind of have an idea of what to deal with. So let's come outside here. The mold I purchased, the Walkmaker by Quikrete, and essentially these are the steps that you're supposed to use. I am using the high strength concrete mix. I've used 10 so far, so what I'm going to show you out there when we actually get out to the patio, that's 10 bags worth. Then we have 13 more here, and hopefully that'll be enough to finish the project. Okay, so let's take a stroll. Oof, 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 the sun, the sun. So far, so good. We used weed barrier. One roll covered this whole section. I wanted the weed barrier because this area was very prone to weeds and I don't want any popping up through the cracks there. This is the weed maker. Of course, it's filthy, but what I'll do is I will drop it on a hard surface and all of that will come off. So I don't know if I am going to paint this over yet. I'm thinking about painting it, but I'm not sure. So what I had to do was clear out all the old weeds. I guess I didn't necessarily have to do that step with the weed barrier, but I went ahead and got rid of as many weeds as possible, and then I kind of raked and shoveled the ground to where it was higher in this area and then got lower as it got out towards the yard. And what I found here is this little section here is a little lower than this, so I'm going to have to fix that somehow. I'm not sure. And then as I got here, this piece of the ground is a little bit higher than that. So I'm gonna have to come through and even this out a bit. Rhoda has come through and decided she wanted to help and she's been digging. So when I went to put the dirt back, somehow this area got higher. I don't want any pooling, especially going back into the house. So we're gonna do our best to keep this area higher and then gradually go lower. My father gave me a good idea. The stick and string method is to tie a piece of string onto a stick and put it against the wall here and then bring it over towards the end there, and then you'll be able to see how level everything is. So I'm putting everything on pause right now. I'm gonna go get some additional items to do that with and we'll see how that goes. But I showed you the concrete I used. I used a regular hoe to mix the concrete. I'm mixing it myself. It is 80-pound bag. And then I can't remember the name of this. I'll put a link in the description below of what this is called. And then I have this tub here, which is what I mix everything in. It fits one bag perfectly. So this is what the cement looks like with the recommendation on the bag, which was 3/4 gallon of water to 1 bag of cement. I don't like how rough everything looks. So then I decided to mix 1 gallon of water with the bag of cement and it came out a lot smoother. It even brightened the color. So Rhoda stepped here while it was still wet. I guess she called herself helping. So that is where we are now. I've been doing this project for about close to 2 weeks. I do what I can during the weekend. It is a lot of work, especially doing it by yourself. I try to do some in the afternoon. I'm still working. I get off at 5, so I do what I can after 5, which is usually 1 to 2 bags, which is typically about 2 to 3 molds. The more water you add, the more bags you will use. Typically, I believe it is 2 bags makes 3 molds, so 1.5 molds is one bag if you follow the instructions on the bag. If not, it's gonna be a little more, but I feel like the outcome is a lot better here. I cannot wait to get this finished. It has been feeling kind of nice out. We're supposed to get some rain soon, so we'll see. We'll definitely get a test of how water sits on some of the stones. I tried to level it out as best as I could. I will post a video of how I mix everything, fill everything, and even a video on me fixing some of the errors I made in the beginning, especially as someone who does not do these things at all. Yeah, I've never done any type of project like this, but I knew, you know, this is my first home. It's a fixer-upper. I want to learn these things for myself. So when I do eventually get to the point where I have a house built, I'll actually have some knowledge on how things should be or how they should look or how I even want them to look. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Don't be a stranger, and I'll see you next time. Bye.